So I'm out here on the prowl again. Today will be a little bit different. I'm called the Comic Coalition, yet I don't think I have a single video on my channel about comic books. Yes, comic book related toys and collectibles, but not actual comic books. Today, a few special comic books come out. Well, they're special to me. To y'all, some of y'all might not care. A lot of people might not care. But if you know me or you know anything about me, you know I'm a 90s baby. And you know I'm totally immersed in like 90s shit. Like straight up 90s life. I love all the 90s Nickelodeon shows, Nicktoons and stuff like that. And today, issue number 1 of the Rockos Modern Life comic book comes out. I'm extremely excited about it. I almost forgot about it. Thanks to a friend on Instagram, he let me know, like, hey man, I know you said you're just chilling today and not doing shit, and it's kind of rainy, but motherfucking Rockos Modern Life comes out today. So I was like, what I am? I got to get my fat ass up, throw on some Star Wars shit, and get the fuck out the house and go grab this comic book. So that's what I'm about to go do. That is indeed what I'm about to go do. I only have one comic book shop in my town, or in my city of Savannah, Georgia. I love the comic book shop. It's called Comics and More, also known as Savannah Comics. There used to be 3 or 4 comic shops around here, you know, in the 90s and stuff. But now it's just one comic book shop left. And I'm pretty sure this one will stick around. It does pretty good business. The people in there are really cool. I really love the shop. I've been going to this place since I was a kid. Like my grandma would take me with her when she would go to like the hairdresser, get her hair done and stuff. And the comic book shop was like 3 stores down. So when I would go with her, like, you know, every other Sunday or Saturday or whatnot, she would slip me like, you know, $4 or $5, and I would go down there and buy hella comic books. Because they had like back issues for 50 cents a piece, and I would just go, you know, buy like 10 comics and just go ham. That's where my love for comic books started, was back then. Also, I would buy like Marvel Masterpiece cards and stuff like that. It's actually the place where I discovered what Dragon Ball Z was, because I found a comic book of it, or a manga, before I even knew the show existed and things like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get any footage in there, because I'm just not sure how they feel about people filming in there. And it's kind of like a tight area. It's new comic book day, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of people in there, and there's just not that much room to maneuver around, because it's pops and toys and comic books everywhere. And I'm a big guy, so it's kind of hard for me to maneuver around these tight spots, like little stores like Hot Topics and stuff. I'm crammed in them shits, man, crammed. I'm walking sideways, and it still ain't working. But anyway, I'm gonna pick the comic up. It might have a few variant covers and things like that, so I'll check that out. I might even buy a few of issue number 1 if they have different covers. Then I'm gonna read the comic, not read it to y'all, because I'm just not gonna do that. This is a story time, motherfuckers. But I'm gonna grab the comic, read it, give y'all a look at, you know, the covers and the artwork, and then give you a quick review of the comic book. I'm not sure if the Rugrats comic comes out today as well, or it's just Rocko. Maybe Rugrats already came out and I missed it, or maybe it comes out another week. I'm not sure. I do have a website that I can go to and look up the list, but I'm like already almost there, so I'm just gonna find out for myself and be surprised or not surprised. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys once I get the comic, and we'll take it from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And here we are at the store. Time to go in and see what we can find. Well, as you guys saw right there, Rugrats appears to have already come out. It was already on issue number 2, actually. Luckily, they still had 1 or 2 copies of issue number 1, and I got the variant copy that looks like an old school like 90s lunchbox with a thermal right there for your drink. I mean, I cannot wait to check this out. I'm really excited about it, and I know you guys might not understand if you're not a 90s baby or not into 90s Nicktoons, but I just love the 90s. So this video just got that much better for me, because not only did I get Rocko, but I also got Rugrats, issues number 1 and 2. Alright, so I made it back from the comic book shop. I did pick up Rugrats number 1. As you can see, like I was telling y'all, that's my dog shaking her ears behind me, but it looks like an old school lunchbox. I'm really digging that variant cover right there. Super happy to have it. Not sure what the inside artwork looks like. There's just a quick glimpse of it right there. I already know I'm going to be feeling this comic book because I just love 90s Nickelodeon stuff. So I picked that up. Also, I managed to grab issue number 2 of the Rugrats. Once again, it's a variant cover. There you have like a Reptar lunchbox. And it looks like Chucky's like a Weeble Wobble toy right there. Tommy's like a green army man. You see like little Lego pieces. There's like Angelica as a Lego piece right there. Really digging this cover, even more so than the front cover, just because, I mean, that's like old school toys. I mean, this is a toy channel, so definitely digging that. I just know that I'm going to love these comics. Now, the artwork, as you can see, is a little bit different than, you know, the cartoon that we grew up watching and stuff like that, for sure. It's definitely a little bit different than the cartoon we grew up watching. And what this video is all about, I grabbed issue number 1 of Rocko's Modern Life. Now, I didn't know till I got to the comic book shop, but actually, the artist on this comic book that does the interior art, I'm not sure if he did the cover or just the interior, but he's actually from Savannah, Georgia. And he will be signing Rocko's Modern Life issue number 1 comics at Savannah Comic Con coming in February. He's supposed to have a special variant cover that's just exclusive to Savannah Comics. As you can see, that's like what the inside artwork looks like right there. I'm not going to give y'all page for page because that's just blasphemy. You need to go pick this up for yourself. Support your local comic book shops. Like, for real, y'all need to go support your local comic book shops. I don't see how people like digital comics instead of like having comics in your hand. Just like Stan Lee said, comic books are like boobs. They look nice on a computer screen, but they're always better when they're in your hand. And that is very true when it comes to tits and when it comes to comic books. So I got that. And of course, I'm a sucker for variant covers. So I had to pick up the variant cover as well. Look at that. Like a realistic rendition of Rocko right there. It looks like a portrait. I mean, honestly, don't be surprised if I frame this and hang it on my wall. Especially after I get it signed at Savannah Comic Con. There's the back right there. Now, I haven't read these comics yet. I'll let you guys know how I feel about the Rugrats probably in a later video. But this video is probably going to be mainly centered around Rocko's Modern Life. So I'm about to go grab me something to drink. Sit down, relax. Sorry, I can't speak right sometimes. I'm about to go sit down, relax. My dog's probably going to cuddle up next to me, kind of like this dog is cuddled up next to Rocko. Except my dog is a pit bull and this is a who knows what it is. And I'm going to read this comic and then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end of this video. So next time you see me, I'll be telling you how I feel about Rocko's Modern Life issue number 1. Alright, so I just got done reading issue number 1 of Rocko's Modern Life. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. The artwork is awesome. It's all on point. The colors, everything. I mean, I like colors, and if you're a 90s baby, you know, like the color schemes and the color patterns of the 90s. There was like a lot of purple used, a lot of like this shade of blue that's in the R and stuff like that, and a lot of like 90s shapes. Now I know you might think it's weird, like what are 90s shapes, what are 90s colors? If you're a 90s baby, then you just understand what I'm trying to say. It's hard for me to explain. But the comic captured the essence that the show did back in the 90s. You know, Rocko's Modern Life, at times, it's like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of different. It's not like Rugrats and Hey Arnold and Doug that's more grounded. It's really off the wall. Maybe not as off the wall as Ren and Stimpy and stuff like that. But it's kind of weird. It's zany and different. And it captured that in the comic book perfectly. It made me feel like I was just reading an adventure of the 90s cartoon. Except in this, Rocko's having to learn how to cope with the 21st century. I'm about to say century. But he's learning how to cope with like iPhones and stuff like that. So now it's like Rocko's Modern Life. The title actually means something. His modern life. He's dealing with like modern day, but he and his friends and his dog seem to be kind of stuck in the 90s. And they're learning how to deal with things like 3D printers and cell phones and you know, stuff like that. The technology of modern day. And I believe there's a new cartoon movie coming out, and that will be dealing with the same thing. Now, in this issue, it's mainly about Rocko trying to get a new job. And he was like looking in the newspaper at the classifieds and just things that, you know, people would use the internet for these days. But all in all, it was a very funny book. I'm not even gonna lie, I read the whole thing, or damn near the whole thing, in like an Australian accent in my head, just because, you know, Rocko is a wallaby. He's not a kangaroo, he is a wallaby, and he is Australian. And yeah, I was just reading it in like an Australian, like Steve Irwin accent in my head the whole time. Those of you who read know what I'm talking about. Like, you could have different voices in your head for the different characters and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely digging this comic. I absolutely cannot wait for issue number 2. I hope the artwork stays the same. Hopefully they keep cranking out these dope variant covers. Like I said, this right here is going up on my wall somewhere. I'm not sure where, but this is getting framed to put up on my wall. I'm a 90s baby to the death of me. I love everything 90s. 90s Nickelodeon was one of the best parts of the 90s. Over there at Boom Studios, they're doing a lot of amazing things. It's also known as Kaboom or Boom Studios. They're the people who are making like the new Power Rangers comics and stuff like that. Now, I know everyone loves their Marvel and they love their DC, and then you have Image and you have, you know, these different comic book companies, but over there at Kaboom, they're doing a lot of fun and a lot of amazing things. So I shouts out to Kaboom or Boom Studios. I hope y'all keep doing your thing. Their comics, like, I love the drawing, like the artwork in their comics. It's kind of like 90s, how the 90s were. Like, a lot of Marvel comics nowadays and in the past years, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not digging the style on a lot of these comic books that come out recently. Like, you know, Spider-Man will look absolutely crazy and shit like that. I don't know how to put it in words of what this shit looks like, but I'll try to grab a picture and show you like the type of comic styles that I'm not digging from like Marvel and DC in recent times past. But I'm definitely digging everything Kaboom, our Boom Studios, has been doing. I didn't read Rugrats yet. I just wanted to read this real quick. And like I said, I loved it. I suggest that you guys go pick it up. If you're a 90s baby, or you're into like 90s cartoons, or you're a Nickelodeon fan, or if you like Rocko's Modern Life, who doesn't like Rocko's Modern Life? You need to go pick it up. I also found out that the voice actor that voiced Rocko will also be at Savannah Comic Con. So hopefully I can have the artist of this comic and the voice actor of Rocko sign the first issue of Rocko's Modern Life, hang it on my wall somewhere. Now, for those of you who don't know, which I didn't even know until today, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I knew, but the voice actor for Rocko is actually one of the guys off of Reno 911. I will try to show you a picture of him real quick so you can see who I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed the comic. The artwork is really dope. I'm happy with it, and I cannot wait for more. I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back other things. Like I know they brought back the Rugrats, and we have Rocco. I wonder if they're going to bring back other things, kind of like Rocket Power and stuff like that. Even though Rocket Power is more of like a early 2000s show than a 90s show. But Rocket Power is something I dig as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I'm going to be cranking out more comic reviews in the months coming soon. Maybe crank 1 or 2 out every couple of weeks. Who knows? But like I said, go pick up Rocko's Modern Life at a comic book shop near you. Support your comic book shops. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, you need to be subscribed. I cannot stress that enough. Also, go join the Facebook group, The Collectors Coalition. It's a Facebook group that me and a couple friends made. It's an awesome group. We're at over 1,600 members now, and it's continuing to grow, and it's just positive vibes over there. But for now, I think I'm going to go read the Rugrats and grab me a bite to eat. So you have a good day, YouTube.